Welcome, students of Form. You know who you are. We're going to talk about African labor other than sugar production. I'm going to look more closely at one last goal that is about describing and explaining in depth. And it is goal 12 of African labor other than sugar production. And in specific, we're going to talk about the production of coffee. And what is the goal? It's goal 12. And the goal is explain in depth how the revolution of 1791 influenced coffee production on other islands by incorporating. And when talking about the revolution of 1791, I am, of course, referring to the Haitian Revolution. And remember, the revolution da un cambio grande di un tempo cortico. It's a big change in a short amount of time. So explain in depth how the Haitian Revolution of 1791 influenced coffee production on other islands by using a number of words and concepts correctly within the answer. Plantations, workers, increased production, and coffee producers. And if you incorporate all these four words fittingly, then you can earn the 8 marks when I will use this question in the test. So again, there was the Haitian Revolution of 1791. It had a lot of influence, and one of the points of influence within the Caribbean was coffee production in the other Caribbean islands. That was one point of influence. And you gotta explain it in depth. So, 2 sentences is not enough. Yeah? Looking at the marks, like 5, 6, 7, 8 sentences is really normal. Yeah, you gotta really push it a little. And I know it feels sometimes as if you gotta explain it to a 10-year-old. Well, write it as if you were explaining it to a 10-year-old. Then looking at the question and especially the answer. The Haitian Revolution of 1791 influenced coffee production in other islands because of the destruction of most coffee plantations at the island of Haiti. So most coffee plantations were destroyed. There was an organized rebellion going on, remember, and there were less workers. Because of this, coffee declined to a minimum. The planters left for Caribbean islands like Cuba and Jamaica. These two factors, almost no production of coffee in Haiti and producers of coffee leaving for other islands, led in the end to an increased production of coffee in other Caribbean islands. So, two things led to the increase of production in other Caribbean islands, no production of coffee in Haiti, and producers of coffee, often Europeans, leaving for other islands with their knowledge, their know-how, and their money and their capital, led in the end to an increased production of coffee in other Caribbean islands. I hope this helps and it gives you a clear answer to this question. And remember, it's about the academic quality of your answer and getting a clear image, a clear view about what is expected of you in an academic sense.